the Roman Empire. Even today, the name echoes through the ages. It speaks of power, of grandeur, of a civilization that once dominated the known world. But where did this mighty empire begin? The answer, shrouded in myth and legend, takes us back to the banks of the Tiber River in Italy. There, according to legend, twin brothers Romulus and Remus were abandoned as infants. They were said to be descendants of the Trojan war hero Aeneas, adding a layer of epic destiny to their tale. Left to die, the twins were miraculously saved by a she-wolf who nursed them back to health. This act of nature, etched into the very identity of Rome, foreshadowed the city's future strength and resilience. As the twins grew, they decided to build a city. However, a bitter rivalry erupted between them, culminating in a fatal confrontation. Romulus killed Remus, claiming sole dominion over the newly founded city and naming it Rome after himself. While historians debate the accuracy of this founding myth, its impact on Roman culture and self-perception remains undeniable. The story of Romulus and Remus, violent yet compelling, served as a potent symbol of Rome's destined rise to power. In the wake of its mythical founding, Rome transitioned from a kingdom to a republic in 509 BC. This momentous shift marked the beginning of a new era, one defined by the principles of shared governance and civic duty. At the heart of this new system lay the Senate, a council of elders who held significant sway over Roman politics. Drawn from the ranks of Rome's most influential families, senators were elected to serve as advisors and lawmakers, shaping the course of the Republic. The Senate, however, did not rule alone. The Roman Republic was characterized by a complex system of elected officials, each wielding specific powers. These included magistrates, responsible for enforcing the law and commanding armies, and tribunes, who represented the interests of the common people. This intricate web of power, designed to prevent any one individual from accumulating too much authority, proved remarkably effective. As the Roman Republic matured, its influence expanded beyond the confines of the Italian peninsula. Rome found itself increasingly drawn into conflicts with neighboring powers, most notably the Carthaginian Empire, a formidable maritime force based in North Africa. These clashes, known as the Punic Wars, spanned over a century and tested the very limits of Roman strength and resolve. One of the most dramatic episodes in this epic struggle involved the Carthaginian general Hannibal. In a daring strategic maneuver, Hannibal marched his army, complete with war elephants, across the Alps and into the heart of Italy. Hannibal's audacious campaign inflicted several crushing defeats on the Roman army, striking fear into the hearts of Rome's citizens. However, Rome, displaying its trademark resilience, rallied under the leadership of determined generals like Scipio Africanus. The Romans eventually triumphed over Hannibal, securing their dominance over the western Mediterranean and marking a turning point in their rise to power. The Punic Wars, though costly, transformed Rome from a regional power into an empire. Section 4. The Pax Romana, a Golden Age. The late Republic, however, was not without its turmoil. Internal strife, political assassinations, and civil wars shook the very foundations of Roman society. From this chaos emerged a new figure destined to reshape Rome: Gaius Julius Caesar, a brilliant military strategist and charismatic leader. Caesar rose to prominence through his victories in Gaul, expanding Roman territory and amassing unprecedented power. Caesar's growing influence, however, aroused suspicion and fear among some senators who saw him as a threat to the Republic. In 44 BC, Caesar was assassinated on the floor of the Senate by a group of conspirators led by Brutus and Cassius. This act, intended to save the Republic, ironically hastened its demise. Caesar's death plunged Rome into a new round of civil wars. Out of this turmoil emerged Caesar's adopted son Octavian, who, after defeating his rivals, including Mark Antony and Cleopatra, emerged as the undisputed ruler of Rome. Taking the name Augustus, he became the first Roman emperor in 27 BC, ushering in a new era known as the Pax Romana, Roman peace. Section 5. The fall of an empire and its enduring legacy. The Pax Romana marked a golden age for the Roman Empire. Augustus and his successors presided over unprecedented peace and prosperity. The empire reached its greatest territorial extent. However, even the mightiest of empires are not immune to history. By the 3rd century AD, the Roman Empire began to decline. Economic instability and corruption weakened the empire. Germanic tribes exerted pressure along the Rhine and Danube rivers. The Roman Empire finally succumbed to these pressures. In 476 AD, Romulus Augustulus was deposed by Odoacer. The Eastern Roman Empire survived as the Byzantine Empire. The Roman Empire's legacy continues to shape the world today. Roman law forms the basis of many legal systems. Roman architecture continues to inspire awe and wonder. The Roman Empire's triumphs and failures remind us of history's cyclical nature.